Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Superman number 52 and the final story, Superman in Valhalla. A massive disappointment of a Superman story because it's not actually about Superman fighting Norse gods. It wants you to think that's what it is, but he's never really in Valhalla. This is actually the video I accidentally recorded instead of Superman 51 last week, but I inadvertently forgot I did that and deleted the original video, so I'm going to have to re-record this. Wouldn't be the first time. It used to happen so often early on. Not that one specifically, but like something would go wrong and I didn't have enough room to record and find out that the video didn't record. Okay, this is all a massive trick on Superman. You see, there is a movie crew filming a movie, I guess, about the Norse gods up in the Antarctic. They have a plan. They want to trick Superman to be in a movie. Didn't we just have this story? People seem to really want to trick Superman into being movies instead of just straight up asking him. Which he's gonna say no, because he just learned how to say no in the last story. Yeah, this all kind of works continuity-wise. So the film crew figures out they can get Superman by actually paying attention and deciding to invite Lois over. So Lois gets brought over, and Superman goes and follows her because he knows she's gonna get in trouble. I said they were getting way less subtle about this, and man are they getting way less subtle about this. The film crew understands this. Right away, one of the problems is the drawings of Valhalla look like a movie set. Like, the Rainbow Bridge is a green bridge that has two flat 2D rainbows posted on the sides of it. It doesn't look like an actual rainbow bridge. But Superman never asks those questions. Once there, he's challenged by the Norse gods in 3 tasks, because all these single-issue stories have 3 tasks, or 3 challenges. Or Superman just does 3 things, like he defeats the mobsters 3 times. These challenges actually seem difficult for Superman, because he fails at most of them. From trying to pick up Loki, he can't pick up Loki, to trying to outdrink Thor, who drinks all the water around the little island area up in the Antarctic that they have Valhalla on. And then a massive explosion, which Superman finally uses his X-ray vision that he could use at any point. And the fact that this doesn't look like a real place, he probably should have done that right when he showed up and he discovered it's all a movie set. The explanations of how he lost most of these things don't quite work. In fact, they don't even try to explain how the actor Thor was able to drink the entire water supply. They ignore that one. Yeah, that one was hard to explain. And it's also kind of funny because, like, Superman didn't pick up Loki because they had a special thing to hold him down and he didn't use much force or strength to pick him up. But you'd think as soon as he was having trouble, he would actually increase his strength, but he doesn't do that. And as I'm explaining this, you're kind of wondering what exactly has been the conflict here. No one's in trouble, he's not really saving anyone, it's just like a bunch of random things happening because they want to film it and Superman going along with it. Like, there is no actual threat. And there doesn't have to be a threat, but there has to be a reason any of this is happening. And it's just like, hey, Superman, will you do this? Okay. Like, maybe they should have asked him to be in the movie. But they suddenly remember that it's a Superman story and there needs to be some sort of conflict. So it actually turns out all the actors are not the real actors. They're mobsters, racketeers who have disguised themselves as the actors. So none of these people are actually trained actors to begin with. Their plan is to take everybody hostage and use them to extort money from the studio. All of this seems poorly planned. This is getting unwarranted attention against yourselves. They're going to come after you for this. This also feels like the Raymond Chandler advice, if like all else fails, just have like guys with guns run into the room. But he didn't mean that in a good way. He meant that as like, well, if you have nothing better to do, do it, but you shouldn't rely on that. I'm talking to you, J.J. Abrams. I've seen Rise of Skywalker. That's exactly what you did over and over again. So the story needs like some sort of climax. So it just throws the mobsters at the end. And if that's what you're going to do, I think we need to go back to the drawing board on some of these stories, because you clearly had an idea, but not an idea that in any way there was a story around. Like, the ending could have been, I don't know, Superman showing them up for doing this and like ruining their takes like he did to the other guy, or teaching them a lesson. No, we get racketeers randomly at the end of this issue. They are set up earlier, very quickly, but they are not actually a part of the story until we need something to deal with, and Superman deals with them and saves the day. And I'm just kind of asking, like, what is the story? What do they want to do with it? It feels like, as always, just another random bit of trying to get content out of there because they need to do at least 3 to 4 Superman stories a month. And maybe we should pull back on that if we're getting these kinds of stories where not a lot of thought are being put into them. I'd rather have less content if you give me quality stories. And we're getting to some of those very soon, and some bad ones. Okay, that is it from Superman number 52, Superman in Valhalla. It's a lie. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video is up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And how did Thor drink all of that water? It's a mystery that will stick with me. The mystery being they didn't have a solution, but it will stick with me. Okay, have a great day.